We've got a brand new Brawler 64 from Retro Fighters to take a look at. These guys have released quite a few of these in the past, different versions that work differently from the original that was wired, that plugged into the actual Nintendo 64. They had a wireless one of that as well. They had a USB wired one that had a USB 2.4 gigahertz dongle that you could use on the Switch or PC, and then now this one. This one is kind of special. They did some interesting things here. I feel like they're really catching their stride with the Brawler 64. Improved D-pad is one thing I've noticed, and that's just from me using it. But this specific controller, we've got 3 of them, different colors. I'll unbox the other 2 so you can see them in a moment. But this is specifically made for the Nintendo Switch with Switch Online in mind to play Nintendo 64 games. You could also use this on PC. It's a Bluetooth controller. But it's not just for Switch Online. You have some options here. Now, obviously, if you want to play Nintendo 64 via Switch Online, the normal Pro controller is fine. But some people, may want to use like the Nintendo 64 style controller from Nintendo. A lot of people like it. I like it. A lot of people hate it. That's up to you. Some people really dig the style of the Brawler 64. So this is an option among several others out there. But what they did here, I really dig. So first off, yes, we could press home and it will turn on the Nintendo Switch, as you see. Woke it up anyway. So let's go ahead and get in there. Another thing I want to show you real quick. Let's go to controllers. And as you see at the bottom, let me zoom up a little bit. Hopefully it stays in focus. We're in Nintendo 64 mode. This is being recognized as a Nintendo 64 controller. But on the top here, we have a button. It is a swap button or switch button, whatever you want to call it. Just a simple press. The controller is going to reconnect. And then at the bottom, as soon as it reconnects, we're in Pro controller mode. So now this is a Pro controller. Almost instantaneous. Let's do it again. Put it back in the Nintendo 64 mode. So it disconnects because it's reconnecting in that mode. A couple seconds after it connects, recognizes as Nintendo 64. That is awesome because now the buttons, the layout, this all reflects Nintendo 64 with the C buttons, all that good stuff. So let's take a look at Nintendo 64 real quick. Mario 64. So here we go. Camera controls. All working as they should with the C buttons. And then if you see at the top my icon, there is a Nintendo 64 controller next to it because this is being recognized as such. So let me see how the analog stick feels sensitivity-wise. I know they've improved the analog stick over time as well. I'm barely pressing it. We're tiptoeing. If I let off it a little bit more, tiptoeing even slower. Try to get up the full speed. So the range of this analog stick, to me, it feels fine. Like, I don't think anybody should have a problem with it. Some people may prefer other analog sticks. That's okay, but like I said, a lot of people do like the Brawler 64. And this feels great. So you have your screenshot button up top. I should actually press it if I'm trying to show it, right? Screenshot button, that switch button. And as you see with Nintendo 64, if we hit it, it's going to disconnect, reconnect. Now we're back in it as a Pro controller and it no longer shows Nintendo 64. So you have that, you have your home button, your minus button, your start button, all charged by USB-C. And it has a nice little weight to it. And your pair button back there. You just hold that pair button down when you first open it up. Hold it down for a couple seconds and it just instantly connects to the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and open up these other 2, see what they look like real quick. I did notice something in the manual. I don't know what was up with that, but this is the like turquoise color one, the bluish turquoise. So there we go. We get a USB-C charge cable that is Retro Fighters branded, so that's cool. We get a little paper that says, please charge a minimum of 2 hours before using for first time. I charged for like not even 5 minutes. I'm good, whatever. But yeah, charge it up. You never know. And then we get this little manual that explains everything. Quick start manual or pamphlet. And you can take notes. I don't know why you want to take notes, but you can take notes back there if you want. So it shows all the buttons. The one thing like they kind of messed up on this diagram here. So at first I was confused. I was like, everything's clearly marked on the controller, home button, start button, right? But in the manual, it says number 17, which is this button, the start button, is the home button. Then the home button is the start button. But no, it's the other way around. So I think maybe they copied that over from another manual they did or something. But there you go. How to pair, powering off, press back button to turn off your gamepad. X input, the D input mode. It defaults to X input. To switch between modes, press the minus and start button for 3 seconds. There you go. Gamepad reset, press and hold home for at least 10 seconds to reset. Then you got some LED indicators showing you if you're in X input, D input, which player you are. Have like 4 of these paired up. Play some Mario Party. There you go. You can also increase the rumble. Press plus and up on the analog stick, or minus and down to decrease. Range is 0, 30%, 70%, 100%. Then some little FAQs. It says it takes about 2.5 hours to charge. You get about 10 hours of battery life. And that is about it. I do think these guys have really been upping their game. I don't know why I forgot about this controller here. But yeah, here's the turquoise, greenish, bluish one. These have a real nice feel to them. The weight, they feel decent. Like, I mean, they're not extremely light. They got rumble motors built in. That kind of adds to the weight. They feel pretty good. So yeah, there's that one. Now let's take a look at the my least favorite color of theirs. Always, you know, with the Brawler 64, I've enjoyed their controllers, you know, quite a bit. All the different, you know, systems they've supported and whatnot. But with the Nintendo 64, the Brawler one, I just never, like when they started doing different colors and whatnot, I just like, I don't really like the gray one that much. I don't know. Like it's fine, but I just don't like the gray one as much as the other colors. Like this all white one, I think is pretty slick. I mean, if you want something more closer to what an original would look like, there you go. Not an exact color match, but close enough. And if you want some fantastic colors, I'm not sure if this is all the colors they have, but I'll put links down below if you want to take a look. Grab one of these. They're like 45 bucks. There's options out there. I think people who already know that they like the Brawler 64, I think will really enjoy this one as well. The quality of life improvements, better analog sticks from, you know, before, better D-pad. They've been fine-tuning and improving, and I've definitely noticed that. All their, you know, shoulder buttons feel great. Really cool that you could just swap on the fly. Boom, press that. And now you're in, you know, Nintendo 64 mode or Pro Controller mode. Like, I dig that. That's pretty cool that they have it set up that way. Really like that. Keeping it simple, man. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. There you go. Bye.